channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look you see right here. This is a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I hope you've all had a wonderful holiday season, and with New Year's Eve approaching, I'm sure you all have fun parties to go to, or galas, or dinners, or maybe you're even just going to a house party and you want to look extra glam. So I created this look using lots of glitter because when is there a better time to wear glitter than New Year's Eve? Just before we jump into the video, I want to address two things really quickly. The first is, I'm sure you can tell by the sound of my voice that I'm a little under the weather. I'm definitely on the upswing, but I have been feeling really sick for the past week and a half. I'm still not feeling 100%. In fact, I feel a lot like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag right now. And I just want to warn you that you're probably going to hear my voice crack a lot throughout this video and sound really raspy. And that's just because I really wanted to sit down and film, and today was the first day that I felt like I could sort of sit down in front of the camera and not look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. But I promise you that I will try to edit out most of the sniffles, coughs, and sneezes. And the second thing is, I just wanted to show you guys these awesome wine glasses that I got from my sister-in-law for Christmas. They're really, really beautiful, and I had to share them because I'm such a lover of wine. So this one is the first one I got, and it's like a green glitter bottom, and there's like a Grinch face on it, which I just think is so unbelievably cute. I love this so much. And then the second one I got is this one, and it says classy as fuck. And it is a gold glitter bottom, and I just love these wine glasses. They are so me, and I think they're so cute, and I just had to share them with you guys. I know that she got them custom made by somebody, and I'll try to get the information from her and leave a link in the description box down below. I just thought these were so cute and such the perfect gift for a wine lover like me, so yeah, I just had to share them with you guys. I think they're so cute. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you want to see how I achieved this sparkly New Year's Eve makeup look, keep watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this New Year's Eve tutorial. I've already done my base because I used a lot of the same steps that I'm going to be showing you in my Best in Beauty video. As you know, a lot of beauty YouTubers will do a Best in Beauty video showcasing all of their favorite products from 2017. I will be doing a Best in Beauty video, but I'm going to do it kind of like a time capsule format where I'm going to show you all of my favorite products as of the end of 2017, incorporating everything I loved from the year, and show you a tutorial. So without giving too much away, I've used a lot of the same products today for this tutorial that I'm going to be using in my Best in Beauty video. So we're just going to skip past the base and move right along. But if you do want to see a detailed base tutorial, you can go back to my glowy holiday glam video. I used a lot of great products for my base in that video. You can go check that out and then skip back here for the eyes. So I've already primed my lids using my Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer, and I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see exactly how I achieved this look. Alright, so to start off this eye look, I'm going to go in with MAC Blanc Type and prime my entire lid. I'm doing this to cancel out any discoloration and also to make sure that the shadows that I put on top of this are going to be able to blend very easily. It's really important when doing a dark smoky eye that you use high quality shadows that are very, very blendable. Otherwise, it can end up looking patchy and you could be on a fast train to Panda Town really quick. So I'm putting a very healthy amount of this all over my eyelid. Going right into the inner corner and sweeping it all the way up to the brow bone. I really apologize for my voice, you guys. I know how like sad and pathetic and sick I sound. Alright, so the next shadow I'm going to go in with is also by MAC. This is called Courtly Gray, but you can use any light gray matte eyeshadow that you have. And the trick here is to go in with a very, very light hand to start. So you definitely don't want to go in with any of these shadows too heavy-handed because it can be very difficult to blend away a lot of really dark pigment. So you want to go as light as possible, taking each shadow further down into the crease. So with this one, I'm just going to start right up here and really lightly dust this into my crease. So this shadow is the one I'm going to go the highest with, so I'm working this into my crease and a little bit closer to my brow bone. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is this one. This is also by MAC. This is called Copperplate, and it's gray with a little bit more of a brownish undertone, so it's a little darker than the Courtly Gray shadow that we just used. One palette that I think would work excellently with this look is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. That middle section of that palette is really, really gorgeous for like a matte, smoky eye look, so I think that all the shades in that section of that palette would look really, really good with this look. Now this shade is a little bit darker, so we're going to be putting this a little bit lower in the crease. So I'm going to take it right down here and just start dusting it underneath the Courtly Gray shade that we just laid down. And what we're doing is just deepening up the outer corner deepening up the crease, and just giving a little bit more depth and dimension to the eye look. Next, I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier translucent powder underneath the eyes. Since we're going in with a very, very dark black shadow, I really want to make sure it doesn't ruin my base. So I'm just going to go in with this powder underneath the eyes. That way, if I do get a little bit of fallout underneath my eyes, it won't ruin my base makeup and I can just sweep it away. Alright, so now that we look thoroughly weird, we're going to go in with a matte black eyeshadow. This one I'm using is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. When you're going in with black shadow, it can be kind of intimidating, so you really want to work slowly. Also, what you don't want to do is when you're working with fluffy brushes like this, you don't want to brush the pigment onto your face. You want to sort of pack it on first and then blend it out. Because if you try to sweep it onto your face, it's going to go everywhere and it's going to be a huge mess to clean up. So you really want to be careful when you're applying the pigment because that will help you not get a ton of fallout and not get it all over your face. But I guess we'll see. So as you can see, the shadow is very, very pigmented. I'm just using a very small amount, tapping off the excess. I want to concentrate the depth of this pigment at the outer corner because you don't want to go too far into the crease. Otherwise, that's where the black eye look can come in. So you really want to concentrate the most of this black pigment in the outer corner and also below the crease. And again, you just want to dab it on first. And then you can start blending it out. Now, in order to blend out this black shadow, I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I was using with the gray eyeshadow on it. We don't wanna blend with the brush that has the black eyeshadow on it because then it has the potential to kind of get all over our eyes. So we really just wanna use that one brush with the black shadow on it to apply the pigment, and then for blending, we're gonna go in with other brushes and a clean brush at the end. If you feel the black shadow went too high, just go back over it with a little bit of that courtly gray color, or the first matte shadow that we went in with, and that will help to diffuse the color at the top of the crease. I'm losing my voice damn fast over here. Then after I'm mostly blended out, I'm gonna go back into that black shadow with a very small precision brush and just run this along the lower lash line. And with this, I'm actually stopping halfway down because I really don't wanna take the black shadow all the way over, as that's gonna give us a really sort of round panda black eye look. So I'm stopping about halfway through and we're gonna blend that out. Okay, now taking a pencil brush and going back into that shade Copperplate, which is the second gray shadow we used, I'm just gonna use that to blend out the black shadow on the lower lash line. Trying to achieve a very smoked out look, so don't be afraid to actually bring the shadow down like pretty far onto your face, especially if you have larger eyes. Because once you put lashes on and bottom mascara, it won't look as kind of crazy as it does now. Okay, now going back in with a clean brush just to make sure our edges are all blended out and there are no harsh lines. And as you can see, I got a little bit of fallout right here down on my face, but it is where I put the translucent powder, so it should just brush right away. Okay, so now taking a big fluffy powder brush and just brushing away that translucent powder. Okay, and it brushed away all the fallout. All right, so now for the lid. And since it's New Year's Eve, I'm going in with double glitter because that's just how I roll. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is this. This is the MAC Pressed Pigment. This is in the shade Enlightening. The best way to apply these MAC Pressed Pigments, I find, is with a finger. So if you just go into the pigment and put it onto your finger like that, you'll see it's a very shiny silver shadow and it has small flecks of glitter in it. So I'm just gonna press this onto my lid right there. Now you could stop there because Enlightening is a very, very pretty pressed pigment and it adds a lot of sparkle to this look, but I am super extra, especially when it comes to New Year's Eve, so I want to add more glitter on top of this. So I'm going to go in on top of that pressed pigment with this. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Diamond Dust, and I don't get to use this one very often because it is a very, very glittery, bright, multi-tonal silver glitter, but it is perfect for New Year's Eve. So I'm just going to go right in over top of this glitter with some more glitter. And I'm really packing it on because it's New Year's Eve. End of story. All right, so now with a brush that doesn't have any product on it, again, we're just gonna go over and blend out the edges of where we put that glitter. Now you wanna be really careful when you're blending with this product, because I find if you blend too hard or go over the glitter too hard, you can just end up brushing it all away. So we wanna leave the glitter in place, but just make sure that there's no harsh lines or like a harsh edge here. So I'm just going over where we put the glitter on the side. It's also important to blend this out as quickly as possible because I do find that these glitter and glow shadows, they set really quickly. All right, so now to highlight, I'm gonna go in with more of a shimmery highlighter. So I'm gonna use MAC Shroom, and I'm gonna use that on my brow bone and in my inner corner. And this is another place where if you feel like your dark shadows are getting a little too high, close to your eyebrow, you can use your brow bone highlight to sort of tone down that line a little bit and push down the dark shadows with your light shadow. Now, I really, really want my inner corner to pop. So once I've finished putting Shroom on my inner corner, I'm actually gonna go back in with that Stila Magnificent Metals on a tiny little precision brush. Pick up a little tiny bit of glitter. I don't want to go too crazy because my lid already has tons of it on there. And just sort of put a little bit right here on the lower lash line. All right, so now we have all the glitter on. It's time to go in with liner. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Intense Ink Liner Pen. This is very quickly becoming one of my favorite liquid liners. You guys know I'm ride or die for the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, but this one was like $4 from Ulta, and I find that it works really just as well. It's just as pigmented and just as wet, so I really, really like this one. And since we're going for a really smoky effect, I'm also going to deepen up my lower waterline with some black coal liner. And just to put on a little bit of mascara before we go in with lashes, I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex. Alright, so I'm going to go pop on some lashes off of camera and I will be right back. Alright, so lashes are on and I use the Velour silk lashes that are sold at Sephora. These are in the style Lie Detector. And I'm just going to zoom you in a little closer to show you the finished look on the eyes, and then we're going to move on to finishing off this look. Alright, so now moving on to highlight. I do want a pretty icy highlight for this look, so I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown highlighter. This is in the shade Pink Glow. Also going to hit the Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the nose. And again, because it's New Year's Eve and I'm feeling super extra, I'm going to double highlight. So I'm going to go in over top of that with the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek. This is in the shade Flexitarian. And I'm just going to dab that on the high points of my cheeks just for a little bit of extra shine. So I'm just going to show you a couple of lip options. So this first one that I put on is kicking it very old school, and this is my favorite pink MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Crème Cup, which I think is really, really pretty pink. I put a little bit of the Sephora Outrageous Lip Plumping Gloss over top just to give it a little bit of extra shine. So this is lip option number 1. And this is lip option number 2. This is a very pretty berry color from Ofra. This is in the shade Santa Ana. I like this lip option because it's a little bit darker without being like too crazy. So if you're not somebody who's comfortable with red lipstick or really, really dark colors, this might be like a gateway liquid lipstick for you. And I think it's bright and colorful and perfect for New Year's Eve with this look. So this is lip option number 2. And of course, your last lip option is the classic True Blue Red. For this one, I used the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Outlaw. I really love the Kat Von D liquid lipstick formula. It is very long wearing. It completely stays put on the lips all night and it doesn't dry out. So if you're going to a New Year's Eve party and you know you're going to be out on the town for like a good 4 to 6 hours, you want to avoid liquid lipsticks like the Kylie Cosmetics ones that can tend to like dry out your lips and sort of flake off on your lips. It's not a cute look. And if you're going to be drinking lots of champagne all night, you don't want to be leaving red lipstick marks on your glasses. So this is the perfect one to wear for New Year's Eve. Now, those 3 lip options were really pretty, but practically for me, I know when I'm going to a New Year's Eve party, I don't want to be worrying about my lipstick all night. I don't want to be worrying if it's coming off on my drinks or if it's like patchy in places or if it's flaking off. I'm also not super comfortable with both a bold eye and a bold lip, and that's just a personal thing for me. I see lots of YouTubers and people wearing bold eye looks and bold lips, and it looks amazing on them, but it's just not something I really feel comfortable doing. As I'm a little bit older, I feel like I look like a little bit of a clown and I'm wearing a little bit too much makeup. So if I have a really bold eye look like this, I tend to go super natural on the lips. So what I did was I wiped off the liquid lipstick and I just dabbed my lips with a little bit of setting powder just to sort of wash them out a little bit. And then I went in with this clear gloss from Sephora just to give my lips a little bit of a shine. And I would probably just do this lip for this look. But you can see there are a lot of different lip options for an eye look like this, so you can choose the one that you feel most comfortable in, that you think suits you best. All right, so now it's time to set this look. And for this look today, I'm gonna go in with MAC Fix Plus. I really like Fix Plus when it comes to my very, very parched, dry winter skin, because Fix Plus is actually 90% water, so it does have a hydration effect to it. And also MAC Fix Plus has glycerin in it, so that glycerin is gonna make the makeup stick together and stick to your face for a very long time. So it is perfect for a party, for a New Year's Eve outing, anywhere where you need to make your makeup last all night. And that is it, you guys. That concludes this New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I hope that whatever you're doing for New Year's Eve, you have a wonderful, happy, fun, and safe time, and that your 2018 is filled with all sorts of new possibilities and wonderful things to come. Thank you so much for being with me in 2017 as I started this journey on YouTube. I really can't wait to see what 2018 holds, and I hope you will all join me in the new year on my channel. This New Year's Eve tutorial was requested, and I would love to do more requests for you guys. So if you have any videos that you want to see from me, any products you want me to try out, or anything you want me to review, any tutorials you want me to do, please leave me a comment down below. I would be more than happy to film those videos for you guys in the new year. And as always, guys, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below letting me know the kind of videos you want to see me do in the future. And if you didn't like this video, keep that shit to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a safe and happy New Year's Eve, and I will see you in 2018. Bye.